Good evening, folks. It's 21:34 on the 5th month, 21st day, 2025. And I'm looking at here is where some of the totals expected over the next, well, let's see, it's right around a 48-hour period of time. As the EMF off the coast here is really made this low not form naturally as it should and go away. It's actually hugging the coastline now because the cross flow of wind this way meeting the beam line and flow southwards is causing a low to spin. And it's really just pumping stuff straight on into coughs again. And I don't expect that to cruise down coast for at least another 24 hours, and then it's on its way to Sydney. Currently got a big tendril of moisture off the coast here. It has been pinned by this beam in the line over here. So I've done a map myself to kind of illustrate the areas that have gone on so I can go over it a bit. Basically had some ships out at sea. This is in an island. This is off the coast here. This is Rocky Airport. This is off over here. We have some kind of a device out here off the coast here, a ship. And it's basically made of heated flow lanes all through here like this. We'll get Mr. Squiggles out here. Gotta start practicing using the pen again. Right, because as these beams came down, let's see what color we got here. Let's go with, how about that funkatized one? Because it's showing up, yeah. Right, as these beams here have really just shut that. It's got a waveform that's jumping up and down in the atmosphere like that is in this area here. Okay, so this thing coming here, the wind's this way, that's meeting this downwind here is causing a low to spin. You know, it meets that with that. Causes this to curve, right? And in this hemisphere, that would be rotating towards the rising sun, so it would be considered cyclonic or low pressure in this hemisphere. So I'm gonna move some of these marks here. And this area here is where the wets are. All this whole streamer has nowhere to go because there's other small beams that have been done by the next reds along your coastline, which I just didn't fit into this graphic. But that's an X-rad here that did this, and this also did a scalar square of energy. And those are hard to bypass flow-wise. And even things coming in here can only go that way or up and feed in this way to bring the dynamics of the stuff moving in from the bite in towards the storm. Yeah, the totals I'm expecting really high. If you're to surfing, man, get your bum down there to Cox. You will talk, 4 meter swells on top of 4 meter waves. Is he really going to have great conditions for some fantastic professional surfing? But at the end of the day, when you've got EMF being used by big corporations to land grab your buttocks, yeah, I'm just calling it like it is. And this is out at sea at that spot. This here. This isn't Lord Howe Island. This isn't Bird Pie Island. You have another one here. See this circle this is creating? And this is going to take the dynamics from back here into another condition storm, which I'm not going to go into today. And this pulse wave you see here, see that it showed up as an arc very briefly, right through here. That shoves. That's a shove move. And you can see a lot of it out here, that arc of that beam, causing a lot of the flow differences, right? If we look inland here, you could see a waveform going across the top here like this. See it tickling across? Right about, I don't know what town name that'll be. If we might get lucky, it'll come up. This is Hanna-Barbera, Tamworth. So Tamworth radar could be pulsating here as well, or the arena over here, the old arena. Just to give you an idea of where we are. And this is Newquay, right? Newcastle's got a big fryer there. There's a lot of moisture injection going on out here at sea. So it looks like you have some ships doing some cloud brightening, like this spot here. It's continual. Even their plumes are going away from the wind. So the low deck is moving out to sea while the upper deck is moving in. So that puff is going from the low deck. Do your determinants, use your logic. And I use this to determine how much water you're going to get. And so every time that's steaming up the atmosphere, it's adding to the totals. Yes, that's where the water's coming from. I keep asking people, sometimes they say, oh, where'd the flood come from? They didn't let the dam out in time. I said, no, where did the water come from? Water come from out here. Cloud brightening devices. A lot of plumes headed this way, up and around here, meeting this mess. And New Zealand, I'll cover what's coming to you in a separate broadcast. This one is just important because these people down here need to get ready now, as it's their turn to catch the copying tins. Can we look and see if we're running? Yes, we're running. I didn't even look for comments. Gee, wasn't that nice of me? Yeah, it's not looking good, folks. Not looking good. This is your tens. And I go over here. Go, oh my God. Yeah. We'll get back to you. Well, not tonight. See, the totals don't move. So you guys got another about 24 hours, 32 hours or so of rains pinned along this coastline. And it seems a little low. Let me double check this line. Because they're telling me there's a flow line that's just been set up at Cliffs. Right here. Yeah, it's dropping north of that line, whatever town that is. So give me a second to do a determinant here. Tyree, you're still in the water line, man. At Nelson Bay, you're the dividing line of where the condensates will drip. So the heavier flows should be a little bit north of that. So let's find the one that says what I'm looking for. What am I expecting to see here? Where is a Tyree? Because you got some skyria. Sorry to be the bearer of the bad news. Yeah, but this is just how we roll. Yeah, we tell the truth around here. Yeah, you're right here. This is big. Then you got another... a sixth of a meter to come. Kookaburra. I wonder how many is. Good, look at that. The kookaburra's gum tree's gonna be wet. Gonna have wet gums. Wet gum. So how are we looking down here for Sydney, and when's it coming? Yeah, your wet should be starting soon, actually. The gong show. Here you go. These totals are too low. These are too low. I'm expecting pockets of 20 centimeters in some of the mountainous, sticky up areas. And we're going to have to watch out for the cells. Right, this is where you look and you go, okay, my area is listed in the fuckery zones, right? The zones of fuckery. So you're going to have to go on here and look where you live and do your determinants for yourself. My personal advice is sit tight, chill, and it will pass. It's not a huge wind event for you, but the onshore winds that are coming to impact Sydney are going to be a huge factor in the damage of this storm and of pinning up water and of localized flooding. So I'm going to get into the wind now. High, have some wind. Something ain't loading correct. Let's look at Cuffs winds onshore here. Port Mick, as this goes past. Damager, man. It's a damager. And the wind gusts in here is to be expected, some of them over 90. If I see wind gusts over 120, I'm not going to be surprised. Kilometers an hour. Right, that's the unit I'm talking right now. But yet, waves-wise, surf-wise, oh my. Yeah, it's another one of those ones I'll be looking forward to seeing what the professionals can bring the best out of those waves. Yeah, just remember, man, you're not in too deep until you're in too deep. Okay, so just go get deep. Edie Brickell, that shit. Here's your swells. I'll put that on top of it. That's why I said you're gonna want to get down here. Go to Beardsley Beach. I just made the call. I'm rarely wrong on that. This is your fun day. This is today. This is 7 o'clock tonight. So your evening hours of surfing down here are gonna be tremendous. Even now, Port Mac and all them, it's rolling, absolutely rolling. That's your swells. Add your waves. Add your wind. Oh yeah, you got this. Go have some fun. Go have some fun. If we ain't having some fun, why even do the weather? Sound like a big vacuum cleaner sucking off the road. Let's get it sucked off around here. You see how the low is just spinning around? It can't go anywhere. It ran into the beams that swell the streams and kill the dreams. And Sydney, is your day is coming on Friday down through Canberra, and then the mountains are going to do this job splitting the storm, and it hits them cold dynamics coming from the bite. It's going to spin another low, and it's going to push they really trigger up some electrics that are coming across the weekend. Really fuck with your camping. Yeah, it's going to lead to some fair decent totals, okay? And so stay safe. Tassie, and your day happens on the 24th. Yeah, look at the rain. It's the 24th your time, overnight hours in through the afternoon. You guys get a big blast, big rains, big winds, big chem. Say no to geoengineering. Say no to shooting the brumbies. Say no to shooting animals that are beautiful like koala bears. And let's shoot down the proposals of blocking the sun. Let's shoot down their ability to have ships blasting the EMF at you, causing the storms to not naturally move away like they should, causing the further demise of the people in Taree, causing the waters to rise. And when the bridges over troubled waters flow away because of your complacency, you have no one to blame but yourself. This is one world. This is all of us. And when they blur out the radars like here of these heavy cells to hide from you the crimes that are going right up the wazoo of the entrance right now. And it's very wrong to do this to Wyong. Y'all catching my drift? Because it may be clear over Sydney now, but it's clear to me you got a bath coming, and the chem bombardiers have been busy. Stay safe. Big love. Peace. Batten down the hatches, folks. Here it comes.